No Trouble, and my special guest,
TheeTrinitiB. Hello. Hi.
So we're gonna start you guys off with a Q&A.
What is something women tend to do that men don't understand?
She put cry over her mom that's cheating on them.
I understood it as the reaction for women to be crying over a man that cheated just because of all the emotional time that she's invested.
I would say another one is like one girl say I'm not over a situation, but they keep like bringing it up. Sometimes that means that she hasn't had closure, and she's bringing it up because she wants to get some type of assurance that this situation is not going to happen again, or just wanting you to understand how she's feeling. So I think that's one thing that guys commonly don't understand. They'll be like, oh, she's like bringing stuff up and she's not letting it go, and it's not that she is trying not to let it go, is that she wants to let it go, but she wants to be on the same page as you, knowing that, okay, if this is something that I don't like, I'm bringing it up because I want this habit to stop.
Going off of that as well, I used to know somebody who would do that to whoever they were with at the time, and it's like you said, like it's not like she wants to continuously bring it up. It's just the fact that based on what happened before just made her feel insecure staying with that person after. So whatever issues that she did not necessarily heal from being in that relationship, that was trickling more into the after events of the relationship. So that kind of made her feel like, you know, she had to question about everything. She ended up at the end of the day questioning her own self and then her own worth because of, you know, how somebody did her, made her feel at that time. So yeah, most definitely I do agree. I do agree with that. Women saying like they're working on themselves when they tell guys that they're working on themselves. Like men do take that, like they miscommunicate that and think like, oh, we just don't want anything to do with you, but that necessarily is not true. At one point it can be like, we just kind of don't want to deal with you, but overall it's more like, you know, we notice things in ourselves that we don't necessarily want to continue to project in the relationship, so we let them know like, okay, I need some time to work on myself before jumping into this. And I know guys like take that a different way and think like she's lying.
What is a popular misconception among women about men?
Guy said that we just want to have sex when I was invited over to eat spaghetti. I'm concerned on how many times has this happened? Like, is girls just like thinking in their head like, yo, let me lure him in? Because I said popular. Keyword popular. So this means this is a repetitive occurrence. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Like, and then the female said men are whores and cheaters. And I think that comes from our term, like when we say all men are trash and stuff like that. We can't stereotype all men, just like all females shouldn't be stereotyped. We're all putting them all in one category. And I think that can be very like dangerous in a sense where you're looking at all men are the same and you're not giving yourself a chance to meet a guy that's otherwise, because you already have that automatic outlook on how men act, right? So I think it's getting to know that like every individual or every person is different, even if a common perception that you see about men is that, you know, they're used to like maybe cheating or they're very promiscuous. That still is not every male.
You cannot say like a lot of women have not encountered some bum men. And that is exactly why there's so many things on the internet stating things about men who've done these things, or women's opinion and explaining their experiences with men who've done certain things to them. Anyways, besides that, it's kind of like, hey, we think about men is the men we're going to meet.
Change your mindset and hope for the best. That's what it is.
Exactly, and give it to God, because the thing is, at the end of the day, like, you know, God sends his best soldiers, but so does the devil.
What is the worst thing a male can do while trying to make a good first impression?
I definitely agree with this guy. Calling her another female's name, that's definitely a no-no. She is not going to really consider you or take you seriously after that. And getting too comfortable too quick. I think that goes into getting too comfortable as saying everything and not being able to filter anything out. Like, you need to know how to approach a girl. Sometimes you go in and like you say anything and everything that you're thinking, and you just went in a little bit too comfortable because someone might not be as receptive to your approach. Realize not only what she's saying, but her body language, her gesture, and that's if she's in person. But if it's you're communicating online, it's just paying attention to details and reading in between the lines of how is she responding to whatever I'm messaging her.
What do you think is the most important characteristic a woman looks for in a man?
I understand and agree with what the girl said with independence, because I hate feeling like I'm babysitting. She is going to want you to be able to do things by yourself and not kind of rely on her. I don't think anyone in a relationship, when it's from females or males, should depend on each other solely. Like, you have to be able to stand by yourself, and then you guys could assist each other when you guys are in a relationship.
What are some opinions you have noticed commonly differs between men and women?
From a male, he said, who cheats more?
Yeah.
I've seen the battles.
My name is TheeTrinitiB on YouTube, and you will find my information down in the description below.
Thank you to everybody who tuned into today's video.